Hey guys, Street Reed here from epicagear.com, and today I have a iPad 2 case review called the Toblino. It's made by Mobile Vision and it's $39.99 on Amazon.com. I got this case yesterday, I bought this case yesterday and I got it in the mail today. And overall, I'll go ahead and tell you, I'm really happy with it. At first, you get this instruction manual here, just kind of how to install it. Installation is super easy, so I really won't go through that because it's kind of a no-brainer. But it's super easy to install. Nothing fancy in as far as packaging, just something very simple. But again, it's pretty reasonable, so the fancy packaging really doesn't bother me, or the lack thereof, rather. The first thing I noticed right away is that this is leather. It's real, genuine leather. It smells like leather. It feels like leather. It's not, leather. It's not fake. It feels very, very solid. Really nice in general. And that's one thing that I was really, really kind of concerned about, because I've seen some mixed reviews. Most of them were, it's good quality. Some were, it's not really good quality. And I can attest that to me, this is good quality, a good quality product. The stitches are really, really nice. If you can see there. And nothing hanging out, nothing pricking out, so it's really nice quality. Let's just walk through some of the features of this case and kind of like why I chose to get this case. One of the main reasons I wanted to get this case was I wanted to make sure that it wasn't bulky. Before, I had the in case for my iPad 1, and as you know, it adds several layers of padding back here, which makes it very, very bulky, and it really feels like a dictionary versus the iPad. And since the iPad 2, that's one of its features, is being thinner, I wanted to take advantage of that, and this case allows you to do that. You can see that it's super thin there, and really nice. The second feature I really wanted within the iPad 2 case was the smart technology, the magnet technology, where it comes on and off with a magnet. Sleeping and waking up with just a magnet, you can tell it works very nicely there. And really, what I like about this is it doesn't actually go off until you push it and latch right here down on your iPad 2. You can see it latches very nicely. It's very snug, doesn't fall off, doesn't slip up. It's not a magnet here. This is just a little latch down here, so it's really nice. I like that. The third feature that I wanted within a case that included the previous two was, being able to stand it up, having different viewing angles. Before, I had the Apple Smart case, and really honestly was not happy with it. Didn't have a lot of viewing angles, and the viewing angles it did have, to be honest, they sucked. They were bad. So one thing I like about this case is it does have viewing angles. It has three, actually. It has the one here, and then your typing viewing angle. On cases like this, you normally have, these edges here are kind of loose, but this one's rather tight. So it, again, this is leather, so it takes some, working out. But you just pop these out right here, and then you take your iPad and you move it to the first notch, and there's your first viewing angle. It's very sturdy. I mean, you can tap this, doesn't fall, doesn't, anything like that. Your second one, again, very sturdy. And then your third one is your typing. One thing you'll see in the comments on this case is that, it doesn't go all the way down. And one of the reasons for that is it's leather. Again, it takes some working out. It's like a leather shoe. When you first get it, it's new, it's tight, and you just have to kind of work this in. Over time, I'm sure this will get a little loose, but I actually like it. This is perfect angle for me, perfect for typing, good for viewing, at the office desk, etc. So it will take some getting used to on these latches here, because they are rather tight. But on the offhand, saying, well, I don't really like that. This case is very snug. It's not coming out. I mean, you can shake this thing, and I have found it just simply does not come out of this case. You have to kind of work at it, which again can be a downfall, but also a plus. Another thing I really liked about this case is just the looks of it and the feel. Again, thin, taking advantage of that, but also allowing you to take advantage of all your access points very easily to access everything. It has a camera hole here. Was concerned about this, was kind of concerned that it would block the viewing, but it definitely does not. And you can see that you have really good access to all your buttons, your connector here, and it even has a cutout for the speaker, which is good so it doesn't block the sound there. Other than that, this is a really nice case. It's got a little felt here in the inside, so it doesn't scratch the case. Also, another thing, if you bend back and you just kind of want to sit it flat, again, I keep referring to the end case because that's what I used for a long time. When you folded this back, it actually kind of leaned up a bit and gave you a little bit of an angle. You know, not a really big deal, but this case, when you flap it back like that, it's 100% flat. It doesn't angle up, doesn't anything, so it's 100% flat. You can hold it in your lap, hold it like this, and honestly, it feels like you're holding, you know, the iPad without a case almost, because it doesn't add that thickness that a lot of your cases out there do. So again, guys, that's pretty much a wrap up. I really like this case so far. I'm sure, I haven't used it a ton. I'm sure I might find a few things I don't like about it. One thing I did find that this corner right here actually doesn't latch like the other corners. That might be a minor defect in mine. To me, it's not really that big of a deal. Again, $39.99 from Amazon.com. I'll provide the link in the description below. And really so far happy with it. And I think this is going to be a great case. Alright guys, this is Astray Raid here from EpicaGear.com. Hope you enjoyed this review.